Alright, so my opponent has stepped away, so I'm just going to be describing my mulligan decisions. As a heads up, this is game 2 against a relatively unique deck. It's Cascade combo, or Mississippi River. It has a lot of inevitability in its combo, but also a lot of, in some ways, a lot of fragility. It has many pieces of the A plus B. There's something like upwards of, I don't know, 20 one card combos, quote unquote, in this list, in my opponent's list. The mana base is quite terrible as a consequence of that. The interaction is pretty bad because it's real. A CMC is heavily restricted. But the list will just continue to draw combo pieces if you don't do something about that. This hand has 1 mana source, a solid 2-for-1 engine, card advantage engine off of Mother of Runes. It has sorcery speed removal as another engine that I'm not quite there to yet. Archon is a really key card in this matchup, so that's very nice. Welder is always nice, especially in combination with the One Rain and cards like Duskgrow's Reliquary and even Stoneforge Mystic, because Welder plus Pre-War is a strong combo. But overall, I would say that this hand doesn't quite get there, so I'm going to go down to 6. And as a result, we're really rewarded. This 6 looks quite nice. We have a few options. We can turn 1 in Urza Saga into City of Traders and just continue to do stuff like that. We'll have Winter Moon eventually. Urza Saga can get Crypt or Soul Rain, Mana Vault. It has a bunch of options. We have Welder plus Pyroglyph. Static Prison is here. This list, my opponent's list, does make some, some decisions in their permanence where that will stop a Cascade Chain. So they're on Minsk and Boo, they're on Ashiok, they're on the One Rain, so a Static Prison would be relevant. But I sort of think that I am more of a fan of just getting a Pyroglyph, because Pyroglyph is, in a lot of ways, a better answer to a lot of those things that my opponent can draw as permanents. So I'm going to keep this bottoming Static Prison, because I think that Winter Orb is actually a really key card against my opponent's mana base. And then the decision is, are we just deploying a Welder turn 1, or are we deploying a Saga turn 1? I think the answer is deploying Saga turn 1, but I could be wrong. And then I'm just going to wait for my opponent to get back, because they're taking a bit of time.